will be your first reaction when you will meet him?
I'll just hug him, kiss him, and I'll tell him thank you so much for being Pushpa. And thank you so much for making me Pushpa as well. When I look back probably after 5 years, this will always be a moment to cherish that, there was a film that I did and, I only dubbed for it. I never met any of the crew members and yet I was a huge part of the film. Dubbing के लिए किसी के काम की इतनी तारीफ और इतनी पॉपुलैरिटी ये मेरे करियर में पहली बार एनकाउंटर कर रहा हूँ. पुष्पा नाम सुन के फ्लावर समझे क्या? फ्लावर नहीं, फायर है.
When people hear the dialogue, पुष्पा नाम सुन के फ्लावर समझा क्या? फायर है, मैं फायर. Some people are still wondering whose voice is it? Who has dubbed for Allu Arjun's voice? Really feeling very happy that it's you, Shreyas, who has dubbed for the voice. So how?
Thank you.
How are you dealing with this?
It's amazing, and success in any form is success at the end of the day, and it's better that you be very grateful about it and you enjoy the moment. Because things like these, especially an actor's work getting appreciated for dubbing, is extremely strange, right? I mean, this is the first time that I have come across something like this, that dubbing किसी ने किया है और उसकी मतलब उसके भी चर्चे हो रहे along with the film. So of course you feel extremely good about it. You feel that whatever effort you've put in has reached your audience and they've liked your work. And what better thing or what bigger reward or award can you ask for than the fact that your audience has loved your work? They're appreciating your work, and there have been calls that I saw it the third time or fourth time only because of you or your voice and things like that. So this is what you wait for, that your audience loving your work and liking what you did and telling you time and again that boss, it is phenomenal. But dubbing के लिए किसी के काम की इतनी तारीफ और इतनी पॉपुलैरिटी ये मेरे करियर में पहली बार एनकाउंटर कर रहा हूँ. So it is strangely unbelievable, but at the same time, extremely happy moment for me. Like I said, success is success at the end of the day, and let it come in any form, and you should be happy about it. But at the same time, I'm extremely grateful. I'm humbled. I'm overwhelmed with the response. And there are times when me and my wife keep talking that, what is it that I've done? I mean, I don't know, because I've done my job, as simple as that. I just went there and I saw the film, I saw the character, and I felt that as if I am performing there, and that's the reason I have to do more than justice to that part. Sometimes आप अगर काम करते हो तो ऐसा होता है कि 19-20 हो सकता है, but it is someone else is relying on you. It's a bigger responsibility to make sure that you give it more than your best shot, so that whatever he's thinking about, my film should look like this, my film should sound like this, he should get that, and people should get their money's worth. So that was the only thought in my mind when I went out there to dub, and I'm so glad that it worked. Whatever little masti that we did while dubbing, it worked, and it worked big time. So now when I have hundreds of memes or reels or dialogues and people tagging me on various social media handles every day, it feels great. It feels absolutely great that your work has reached out to so many people. And I have got to thank first of all Allu ji for such a phenomenal film and fantastic performance in that film. Sukumar ji for making such a great film. Manisha ji, our producer, and Abul ji, our dubbing director, for giving me this opportunity and making sure that we give it our best shot.
So tell us, when did you get the call? Where were you? What you were doing when you got a call for dubbing?
So I was shooting for my Marathi show, Madhi Tuji Reshim Ghat. And that is when Manish ji messaged me that, we are planning to release Pushpa All India. So would you be keen on dubbing for Allu ji? So I said, I've never done this before. I've only done dubbing once for Lion King.
Yes.
But a, a Telugu language film or regional language film, I've never dubbed that. So, I don't mind giving it a shot, because personally, as an actor, I've always experimented with certain things. So some of my experiments have worked, some have not. But that's okay. That's part and parcel. So I said I would like to see the film and then take a call. But I had already heard about Pushpa the film. That okay, Fazil is also there, Alluji is there, some different look, kind of look, and I've always liked Alluji as an actor. Whatever couple of films that I've seen of his, I've always liked him as an actor. So I said, let me see it. When I saw the film, I was completely blown. With the way he has portrayed his character, with the way they've shot the film, the subject, and the fact that it's a complete out and out masala masi entertainer. So I said, okay, um, let me try it out. So, because the thing is, there are certain characters that you do, certain characters that you've done, certain characters that you've not done, and you don't know when you will be doing that character next. So when you get an opportunity like this to, be that character that you want to be, but someone else has portrayed it, then you try to give it a little bit of your own thing, in your own little manner. So I said, okay, let's do a few voice samples and see which one suits him the best. So we did like 2, 3 samples, me and our dubbing director, and then we finalized on the one that we used in the film, and it worked. So yeah, I was quite pleasantly surprised when they asked me, and I asked them, why do you think I should be doing this?
Yeah.
So Abul ji had already seen my work in Lion King, and he felt that my voice would be the closest to Alluji's voice, and he said that's the reason we wanted to give it a shot. And of course, the production team also wanted to um, go with an actor to dub that particular thing, because they felt uh, an actor probably would be able to better vary it in terms of the emotions and things like that. So yeah, it was a bigger responsibility, but happy at the end of it.
Any special reaction or special praise that you have received so far for this?
I mean, there, of course, industry people have called and congratulated me for my work. Like I keep saying this, someone like David Dhawan calling up and saying that तूने 70s के बच्चन साहब की याद दिला दी. जब ऐसे डायलॉग बाजी होती थी और डायलॉग्स फेमस होते थे कि खुश तो बहुत होंगे तुम, कि आज तक जिसने तुम्हारे मंदिर की सीढ़ियां नहीं चढ़ी, या फिर उफ तुम्हारे उसूल तुम्हारे आदर्श. So we've grown up hearing and watching those dialogues, right? So of course those impressions are there, and that particular influence is there at the back of your mind, and somewhere you feel that बच्चन साहब की तरह काम करना है, बच्चन साहब की तरह कुछ करना है. तो वो हमेशा से रहा है. और मधुर भंडारकर कॉलिंग, और Farah calling, or Sajid calling, and congratulating. But what I like the most is the way our audience has taken to the film and the character and the dubbing. So and especially kids. I think when it reaches out to kids, there are so many, and I've shared certain stories of certain kids, doing the whole Pushpa thing, whether it is dancing or replicating the dialogue. I think when it reaches out to kids, it's probably one of the biggest awards that you can achieve, because relating with them and reaching out to them and doing something which they understand or they feel like doing or they relate with is a very, very difficult thing to do. So when that happened, and now I see so many reels being made by little bachus, they're like 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds, and they keep doing this. I mean, I had, my daughter was kind of away from it most of the time, but then She came on the shoot, and suddenly everybody around was talking about Pushpa. Arey Pushpa, main jhukega nahi. Pushpa, flower hai, fire hai. And she saw all of that. And suddenly, suddenly the other day before sleeping, I said, okay, good night, bacha. And she said, good night, Pushpa. So, so, so that was really cute. And that's what I find cute about all those kids trying to be Pushpa. So I think that is something that gives me a lot of happiness more than anything else.
I was just supposed to ask you that the very next question was, what is your daughter's reaction or your family's reaction to this? And you have already answered what I want.
Yeah, I mean, of course, my mom, my in-laws, my cousins, my friends, my school friends, college friends. I mean, all of them have, they also gone bonkers, and they keep sharing all these reels or videos that people keep making. So every day, I am kind of flooded with these videos from all my friends. Ye dekha kya? Ye dekha kya? So more than me, they are very excited. Teri awaaz mein. So, because like I said, I've never seen this happen ever. That कि किसी ने आवाज दी है और उसके वजह से इतना कुछ हंगामा हो रहा है. So I honestly, if you ask me, I don't know how to react to this. Had I been part of it as an actor, तो मैं बोलता हाँ कि भाई मैंने मेहनत की, मैंने वहां जाके वो काम किया, जंगलों में रहा, मैंने ऐसे कैरेक्टर पे वर्किंग की. That is what I've done all my life. But something like this happening for my dubbing is extremely new to me. But yeah, it is a happy moment. My mom is very happy because she keeps getting a lot of calls from her friends. My in-laws are very happy, so they keep sending me messages, and I think it's a great feeling to see your family happy.
Yes, and you cannot deny that you are a part of Pushpa. Like you are. So ये तो होना ही है.
No, yes. Of course, I'm a part of Pushpa, and it is no longer limited to me just dubbing the film. I have not met a single actor who has acted in the film or the director or anyone, but yet I feel I'm a huge part of Pushpa as much as they are. So I think it's a wonderful feeling for any artist to when I look back probably after 5 years, this will always be a moment to cherish. That yeah, there was a film that I did, and I only dubbed for it. I never met any of the crew members, and yet I was a huge part of that film.
I read somewhere you said you wanted to meet Allu Arjun sir. So what will be your first reaction when you will meet him?
I don't know. I'll hug him. I'll probably go hug him and kiss him because I keep saying this over and over again that he has made my job extremely simple. The way he has portrayed that character, I just had to sit there and replicate those emotions, in Hindi, and I because he had done such a wonderful job, I didn't have too much effort to, but of course it was challenging because there are certain scenes that he's done required me to, just sit there, relax, think about the entire sequence, think about what he must have felt at that point in time, especially the climax sequence, where there is a mix of emotions. He starts with being a happy guy, he starts humorous, he starts joking, and then he starts getting into a completely different mood altogether. So yes, it is difficult to replicate that. But I think if I meet him, I'll just hug him, kiss him, and I'll tell him thank you so much for being Pushpa, and thank you so much for making me Pushpa as well. Because today, yes, I mean, if he's getting like crores of people saying Pushpa, there are a few thousand or a few lakh who come to me and say, "Hey, Pushpa, kaisa hai?" So it's wonderful. Yeah.
Yes. A few days back, we just saw a video where you were mouthing this Pushpa dialogue at the airport, and everyone just went crazy. So we want our ETimes viewers also to go crazy. So please, can you please?
Yeah, actually, that was again, I had no clue our guys are going to be there, all our paps. And I got off the car and they said, "Arey, dada, Pushpa."
Yes.
So I said, okay. Okay, so here goes. पुष्पा नाम सुन के फ्लावर समझे क्या? फ्लावर नहीं, फायर है मैं.
Okay, this Pushpa is never ending. So coming back to your television show, yeah, it's like it is receiving immense popularity and is one of the most watched television shows these days. So how are you juggling with things, with films, with dubbing and everything?
It is good fun. I'll tell you what, Tejashree, I mean, a couple of years have been pretty bad for the industry. For all of us, we were just sitting home, not knowing what is going to happen next, where it is leading us. And then, luckily for me, this particular show happened, and right from the word go, people started liking it, and today it has received, or it is receiving, immense popularity and love from so many people. So, and then of course, then there are these films there's one in Hindi, there's one that I'm doing in Marathi, and the dubbing and things like that. But if you want to do it, if you have the urge to do it, if you have the hunger to do it, then you will find the time to do it.
Yes.
It is as simple as that. And if you're enjoying your work, then whatever number of hours you work, it doesn't really matter. So yes, I mean, my wife was pretty stressed out when she got to know, because I was shooting for my Hindi film while I was shooting for my show, and while I had to go and dub. So there was a point when she actually flipped and she said, "What are you doing? You are running from one studio to the other, and now you've got this added responsibility of dubbing a film. Do you understand how huge a responsibility that is? Someone is going to be banking on you, and you cannot be tired for that. You need to rest." So she was literally, um, kind of, in a way, she said, "You're not doing this. I want you to rest, because otherwise you'll fall sick." But I said, "No, yeah, this is something that I want to try. Don't worry about it. I'll be okay. I'll be fine." But yeah, I juggled my time somehow. I made sure that I rested well. Whenever I got some time, I rested. But at the same time, I wanted to do it. There was this little hunger in my tummy that I wanted to go and do it, and I'm glad I did it. So it's okay. It's perfectly all right. Couple of years we were sitting home. Now is the time to go out there and keep working. So it's perfectly all right.
Okay, so that's all my questions are. Thank you so much, and it was lovely talking to
Thanks.
you.